98.3 FM. Don't touch that dial. Fantastic conversations.
Great to see you again. It's good weather. You want to agree with that?
Yeah, I love weather.
Trending music.
I live the life that I love. I love the life that I live. Tomorrow.
Traffic updates.
Ojoba and Charity intersections is good. There's no cause for alarm.
Sports. And everything fun is right here on Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't touch that dial.
Oh, yes! He's done it! That's astonishing. It's absolutely world class.
This is not your regular sports show. This is Sport Cruise, only on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. From hot transfer gist to Champions League drama, from Niger football madness to global sport cruise, we bring the vibes, the analysis, and pure football fire.
On your marks, get set, go!
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
No long talk. This is where sports meets swagger. No boring breakdowns, just pure energy, passion, and premium banter with your favorite crew on deck every week. Sport Cruise, where sports meets vibe.
That is a princely strike from John Duran. Open mouth or.
Hello there, your number one sports show on radio, Sports Cruise, from 6 to 7 p.m. every weekday, only on 98.3 Mainland FM. Sports Cruise, 6 p.m. weekdays on 98.3 Mainland FM. The cruise never stops.
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me up.
Hello, my name is Godwin Enoch and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
26 to all Nigerians, my brother, my sister. I wish you guys Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Nigerians. Happy New Year to our great fans, Nigerians. I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year. And thank you for supporting. Thank you for being with us. It's a pleasure, and we really appreciate all the support. Thank you. Happy New Year again.
Well, let's get this party started here. So getting himself loose, gets the ball out to Nagido. There's the delivery. Well, an angled header, they need to be careful. The heading for Twan. It's the little kick through and his defensive work. 𝐴ᴜᴜᴜ. It's been picked out, but Cameroon with a chance, and they haven't managed to clear it. There's the lofty ball over into the hands of 𝜌ᴜ. That's a wonderful deep ball as well. Picked up by the danger man. Gets the ball across. Oh, the attempted shot and back in hamstring. Dispossessed by Mbumo. Mbumo sends it through. There's a great chance of a goal. What a save! Right on the edge of the penalty box. Guido again. There's the delivery. Oh, there's an option at the back. Oh, it's the first. It's not the right one. Boys come across. This Cameroon. Got to be careful. Here he is. Getty. On the left. Finally goes for a shot. Look at that goal! Oh my! He comes across. He goes in. Left-footed strike. Absolutely incredible. The run, there's the run. It's a good run as well. Great opportunity. The touch, it's gone down. Oh, it's in the back of the net. There's the goal. Oh, stopped on the line. Oh, it's been kicked in, and an own goal has been scored by Mere. Couldn't clear the ball, and a goal for Cameroon. Samuel Eto'o. Oh, they're giving the ball away. It's Cameroon on the attack onto the right foot. There's the shot. Oh, look at that rocket! What a rocket! Coffin time! What an incredible rocket strike it was! He nearly tore the post out of the ground! Oh. Sensational! past the 4-minute mark. It's all over.
Hello, my name is Cʀᴜɪnᴏ and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
Hello there. Your number one sports show on radio, Sports Cruise, from 6 to 7 p.m. every weekday, only on 98.3 Mainland FM. Sports Cruise, 6 p.m. weekdays on 98.3 Mainland FM. The cruise never stops.
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. Wepa! Ça c'est la techno-soukous. Aïlə Lõngomba, le propriétaire de tous les dossiers. Hey! 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 Avec la participation de Jocelyne Berroa.
Aïlə Lõngomba.
Is that Aïlə Lõngomba?
Oh, sorry, Aïlə Lõngomba.
Is that Aïlə Lõngomba? All these Gen Z boys say Aïlə Lõngomba.
Aïlə Lõngomba. I wanted to play the Mafikizolo one, the corner one, but I mean, I just wanted to just start the show on a light note this evening.
Man, no go be like saying Liverpool go concede corner today.
All right, guys, welcome to the first edition of Sports Cruise on 98.3 FM for the year, and it's also the penultimate as well for the week. About a lot of things, a lot of reasons to be happy. Definitely, the first day in the month of January, the first day as well in the year 2026. So that means that out of 365 days, we now have 364 days left, and already 2026 has taught me a lot.
Wait till 2026 don't teach you, Jesus.
2026 has taught me a lot.
We have barely spent 16 hours in the year. He don't already teach you a lot.
I've seen a lot in the year 2026.
Yeah?
A lot in the year.
So the year should end like this.
No,
for Chelsea fans, they have seen a lot.
They have seen a lot.
A lot have seen them already.
They have seen a lot. And talking about Chelsea, we cannot confirm to you now that Enzo.
You guys really underrate me on this show. And,
Yeah.
and
we give you your flowers. The police are giving you a shekere.
It's good enough that we are starting here. You guys underrate me a lot on this show. In 2025, I made some super bold predictions.
Yeah.
And you guys just make it look like normal thing.
I agree.
Yesterday on this show,
You said it.
I said it that between Ruben Amorim and Enzo Maresca, one of them will be sacked before the end of the season. I never drink water drop cup. Here, Enzo Maresca is gone.
All right, guys.
One win in 7 matches in the league.
1 win in 7 games, and the last game for Enzo Maresca was that 2-2 draw. Against Beaumont, and definitely could get to talk about what exactly happened in Enzo Maresca's tenure in charge of Chelsea. As a matter of fact, ever since Todd Bowley became the new owner of Chelsea, Chelsea have had 3 managers, and Enzo Maresca has the highest win percentage. What exactly went wrong, with Chelsea as well as Enzo Maresca? We'll get to talk about that, despite the fact that they won the FIFA Club World Cup. That was over maybe a couple of months ago, and also there was also the success, I beg your pardon as well, right there in the UEFA Europa Conference League, where they also were the winners. We'll get to talk about all of that as well on the show. And talking about the Spikes of Nigeria, also right there at the African Cup of Nations, I will now have to prepare and look forward to the knockout stages. It's now been confirmed the opponent for the Spikes of Nigeria is going to be the Mambas of Mozambique. I'll fight against the Mambas of Mozambique on Monday, next week, Monday the 5th of January 2026. And for a lot of Nigerians as well, there's also the concern of what exactly will be happening in that game, because the last time Nigeria won all 3 games at the African Cup of Nations was back in 2021, where we defeated Sudan, we defeated Guinea-Bissau, we also defeated Egypt as well, and when we went into the round of 16 and we got knocked out by Tunisia. And this time around is going to be against Mozambique, another club that got into the round of 16 as well through the back. They'll get to cover out all of the implications. There are also a lot of as well this year. I'm talking about a more competition as well. The NBA regular season also took place in the areas of this one. We'll get to cover some couple of games that were decided at the penultimate for the week and also the first edition for the year. There are also English Premier League clubs as well. Premier League games, I beg your pardon, to be decided later on tonight. Crystal Palace by 6:30 p.m. will be up against Fulham. I also have Liverpool also welcoming Leeds United right there at Anfield, and then by 9 p.m. 2 games by 9 p.m. Sunderland will be welcoming Manchester City to the Stadium of Light for the very first time since 2016, and also Brentford will be playing against Tottenham Hotspur by 9 p.m. So welcome guys to the show, and don't forget as well you can also do the conversations around 36,004 6004. If you want to send us messages or call us on WhatsApp, it is around 36,004. I think we'd also take some of our time today to preview and of course talk about our expectations for Nigeria ahead of the knockout stages. Don't forget as well that next week Monday I will be up against the Mambas of Mozambique. But before we go to all of that right now, I have some bills to pay. Let's quickly go on a break right now. When we pay so.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos.
Imagine trying to write your dissertation on the rise of AI using a typewriter just because you love the clicking sound it makes. So why are you still holding on to that old computer when you could upgrade to something newer and better? It's time for a change. And the HP ProBook 440 14 inches G11 notebook PC is that change. The HP ProBook 440 comes pre-installed with Windows 11 and features an Intel Core Ultra 7 processor for refined performance. Its optional 14 inches touchscreen, HP Fast Charge, and long-lasting battery will take your experience to a whole new level. So, are you still thinking of sticking with that old, slow device? Get the HP ProBook 440 14 inches G11 notebook PC today. Available at Aḻģ Computers Limited, 227 Ikorodu Road, Ilupeju, Lagos. For more information, send an email to info@alliedcomputers-nig.com or call 0803 407 7130 or 0903-826-3288 or visit www.alliedcomputersng.com.
As the year draws to a close and the festivities are upon us, Mainland 98.3 FM would love to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to the many businesses who trusted us with their services and their products. The Growth Room by Mac Onoja, Avila Natural Limited, Pharmatex Nigeria Limited, Luta, Comfort Life Mission International, Pastor Odekunle Epaphras, Motherland Kitchen, Rock of Peace, New Creation Bible Church, Pastor Tope and Iyanwoluwa Oladipo, Voice of Reconciliation, The Grail Message, Franny's Restaurant, Delight Merchant, House of Love and Fire Ministry, Moment of Deliverance, Siska Media and Communication Limited, Betano, Dangote Mechanic, Chaba Communication, Access Bank PLC, Sportsville Communication, Autodoc, Ablat Nigeria Limited, Yo-Yo Beaters, DSM Properties Limited, Prime View Estate, Extansi Lounge, SBM Media, MTN Nigeria, University of Hertfordshire, Dikula Nigeria Limited, Oga Driver, Password Homes and Properties, Kingston Villa, RevoCube Energies, Talking Watt,
Government College Ibadan, The Marketplace, The Wise IGMB School, Agbabitas Nigeria, Maternal and Reproductive Health Collective, J. and Company, Resonate Media Limited, HP Laptop and Milko Suite, Rethinking Cities, Iwaju Media, Sanlam, Creative Niger, Mr. Frank Meke, Kavista Technologies, The Grail Message, OV Media, Supermart and Komal, DreamWorks Integrated Systems Limited, Trion Life Nigeria Limited, Pastor Michael Okpara 30 Minutes with Jesus, 1612 Network Limited, Glow Nigeria Limited, Legacy Lounge, Life is Good, Shoreway Media Concept Nigeria Limited, Pastor Samujo, The Global Clusters International Limited, Explicit Communication, Kesatem Anti-Malaria, Branama TV Nigeria, Koshofel Local Government, Kiara Rice Mills Limited, Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Lagos State Chapter, Lagos State Parking Authority, LASPA, Balikis Sᴘᴏʀᴛ Fola Addities Enterprises, Iwaju Media, Emirates Airline, Creative Zone Limited, Love and Life Show, Aria Eco Festival, Fast Meko, Limelight Media Limited, Aspira Nigeria Limited, Shore Clean Detergent, Blight and Junot Nigeria Limited,
Bobo Foods and Beverages Limited, Thrust Communication Jobberman, Adios Strategy and Communications Moonshot, Silver Lining Communications First Bank Nigerian PLC, Black Lima Tactical, Lagos State Ministry of Agriculture and Food System, Culinary Group Eco Flavors, MyPlace.ng, Image Plastic Industries, Market for You, Sunderland Get Ahead, Monarch University, Real Power Solutions Limited, Omnia Communications, Oracle Media Consulting Limited, Allied Computers, ActView Investment Limited, Ryan Media Limited, Luta, Silver Lining Communications, So Clean Detergent, Gillette Farms and Agro, Silver Lining Communications, Lapo Microfinance Bank.
We say thank you for doing business with us, and yes, to more business next year. Thank you.
Season's greetings from Polaris Bank, the digital bank of the year. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of Polaris Bank Limited, we thank you all, our customers and partners, for your patronage and support. We look forward to serving you better in the new year. Download Vault from Google Play Store or iOS App Store today for your convenient and secure banking.
Imagine trying to write your dissertation on the rise of AI using a typewriter just because you love the clicking sound it makes. So why are you still holding on to that old computer when you could upgrade to something newer and better? It's time for a change. And the HP EliteBook 840 Windows 11 G11 notebook PC is that change. The HP EliteBook 840 comes pre-installed with Windows 11 and features an Intel Core Ultra 7 processor for refined performance. Its optional 14 inches touchscreen, HP fast charge, and long-lasting battery will take your experience to a whole new level. So, are you still thinking of sticking with that old, slow device? Get the HP EliteBook 840 Windows 11 G11 notebook PC today. Available at Allied Computers Limited, 227 Ikorodu Road, Ilupeju, Lagos. For more information, send an email to info@alliedcomputers-nig.com or call 0803 407 7130 or 0903-826-3288 or visit www.alliedcomputersng.com.
Are you looking for admission into a top institution for the 2025-2026 academic year? Good news for you!
The Broadcast Art Institute ND Ikorodu, Lagos is offering you the opportunity to study for the National Diploma in Mass Communication and Multimedia Technology. If you scored 100 and above in your UTME and have 5 relevant O-level credits, you're qualified.
Hurry to the JAM portal and change your institution to Broadcast Art Institute ND Ikorodu, Lagos and secure your admission.
BAI is accredited by the National Board for Technical Education (NBTE). Hostel facilities available on request.
For further details, visit our office, Treasure Island Estate, opposite NMPC Fueling Station, Bayeko Road, Igbogbo, Ikorodu, Lagos, or visit our website at www.bai.edu.ng or call 0806 149 9992 or 0807 446 5676.
The Broadcast Art Institute ND, it's Nigeria's topmost learning facility.
Yes, so season's greetings from Polaris Bank. We be the digital bank of the year. On top the matter of the board, management and staff of Polaris Bank, we want to say big thank you to all our customers and partners for our support and patronage. We dey look forward to serving a better for the new year. Don't forget to download Vault for Google Play Store or iOS App Store today. Make banking easy and secure.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos.
Oh, yes! He done it! That's astonishing. It's absolutely world class.
This is not your regular sports show. This is Sport Cruise, only on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. From hot transfer gist to Champions League drama, from Nigeria football madness to global sport cruise, we bring the vibes, the analysis, and pure football fire.
On your marks, get set, go!
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
No long talk. This is where sports meets swagger. No boring breakdowns, just pure energy, passion, and premium banter with your favorite crew on deck every week. Sport Cruise, where sports meets vibe.
That is a princely strike from John Duran. Open mouth.
When your whole world comes crashing down, is look up. Assemble the team.
It's showtime.
The brains waking up.
What'd you have for breakfast?
We are the sound of Lagos, and this is Mainland 98.3 FM.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. This is Sports Cruise live from 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. I think the biggest story from today so far is won both the Club World Cup as well as the UEFA Conference League last season. And at the moment, Chelsea are fifth in the English Premier League table, just 5 points, 15 points, I beg your pardon, behind the leaders, talking about Arsenal. And Chelsea have also just won one out of their last 7 games so far. And as a matter of fact, out of winning positions this season as well, they've also lost 20 points for talking about Chelsea. But before we go into all of that right now, we'll get to talk about, the Africa Cup of Nations right there. I know the what's it called now, group stages game ended yesterday. We had a couple of games right there as well in Morocco in Group E. We had Equatorial Guinea, of course, being beaten right by Algeria 3-1, and Sudan also lost to Burkina Faso 2-0. And of course, in Group F, we also had Gabon right also being beaten by Ivory Coast 3-2, and Mozambique also lost to Cameroon 2-1. And earlier on today as well, Al'aile Aubameyang posted something as well on his social media. After Gabon's elimination from the AFCON, the government of Gabon decided to disband the Gabonese national team. And what's his name now? Al'aile Aubameyang said something that kind of maybe made it look like he wasn't at fault for all of that. But right now, it seems that it's the end for Al'aile Aubameyang when it comes to international football. And of course, just like we also mentioned as well, when it comes to the round of 16 set to kick off on Saturday. Of course, we have host Morocco facing Tanzania on Sunday. But on Saturday, we have I beg your pardon. Morocco will be facing Tanzania on Sunday at the Stade Prince Moula Abdullahi Stadium in Rabat. After finishing top of Group A, Tanzania also progressed as one of the 4 best third-place teams from Group C. And later that Sunday, as well, South Africa will take on Cameroon, a fixture that will see coach Yᴏᴜᴜᴜ face the team.
Group is going to produce the
third person, exactly. And yes, Yᴏᴜᴜᴜ will be facing a team he led to AFCON glory in 2017. That's Cameroon. And the knockout phase would also begin as well. With Mali chasing a first continental title, with Tunisia also seeking to add to their triumph back in 2004. And on Monday, a record 7-time champions talking about Egypt to face Benin Republic, just as the Pharaohs will continue at their search for a first AFCON title since the year 2010. Later that evening, on Monday, we have Nigeria by 8 p.m. Of course, part of the standout teams in the group stages, facing Morocco in first, targeting improvements on their silver medal finish back at AFCON 2023. And of course, Tuesday's fixture would also see Algeria battle DR Congo in Rabat before defending champions talking about Ivory Coast will be closing the round against Burkina Faso in Marrakesh. The AFCON round of 16 games right now upon us at the moment. What are expectations for the round of 16, and most importantly, for the Super Eagles of Nigeria against the Mambas of Mozambique.
Big one. I think the round of 16 is going to be super exciting. I'm seeing some super fire fixtures already continue. So, do you know that the Super Eagles did not lose a single competitive game in 2025? So they played 15 matches. They won 9.
That's in regulation time, you mean?
Yeah.
They in regulation
won 9,
time.
They drew 5, and then they lost only 1. The only one they lost was to the friendly match against the Pharaohs of Egypt. Apart from the penalty shootout
that they lost to DR Congo. Yeah.
The other ones, they had wins against Rwanda, drew Zimbabwe, defeated Ghana 2-1, drew Jamaica, drew Russia, defeated Gabon 4-1, played a 1-1 draw with DR Congo, lost 2-1 to Egypt. We defeated Tanzania 2-1, defeated Tunisia 3-2, defeated Uganda 3-1. So look at the number of goals we scored in those games. In fact, there was none of those games where we didn't score at least one goal. At least one goal. That shows that the quality in this Super Eagles team had never been put into question. Sometimes it's about the administrators and the managers. Imagine if we've had ജᴜ since the start of the year and it took us through some of the early part of the World Cup qualifiers, because all of the qualifiers that he played, he didn't lose anyone except the penalty shootout against DR Congo, which was even the playoff game. But I think if you look at the matchups for the African Cup of Nations, the round of 16, then you will know that, boy, oh boy, there's a lot to be excited about. For me, I think the Super Eagles have done enough job. First off, securing a qualification. As at the time Gabon was leading Ivory Coast yesterday, we're going to play Ivory Coast. And then maybe the Ivorians found out that, listen, our next game is going to be against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And it's not going to be easy. Some of their players that they kept on the bench for that game, and then they turned the result around by 3-2. More than anything else, Agbatomi, I think the African Cup of Nations had delivered quality finishes. Maybe the turnout are not exactly being as big as maybe
except in some BB games.
I don't want to compare with the Ivory Coast 2023 yet.
Yeah.
I want us to finish AFCON first to see the balance, because a few of our guys that I've been speaking with in Morocco, they're telling that in terms of organization, Ivory Coast was better. In terms of the turnout, Ivory Coast was better. In terms of the buzz in the city about the AFCON, Ivory Coast was better. But again, like I said, let's wait till the end of the AFCON first. That'll be on the 18th of January. But more than anything else, we've seen quality finish. Boy, oh boy. See, the big stars have also turned up. Mohamed Salah,
Sadio Mane, Alex Iwobi.
Alex Iwobi has played some breathtaking level of football in this AFCON.
Beautiful.
You know, Sᴘᴏʀᴏ has also dropped in a couple of assists in this one. Sadio Mane has also scored big time.
Victor.
I was really hoping for that would use this AFCON, because the entire world has been watching.
Definitely.
We use it to sell African football to the world. And I can tell you for a fact that I've been opportune to see, you know, maybe 80% of these games going on at AFCON. And I've seen some crazy finishes. I've seen, maybe we've not seen so much of upsets, right?
Yeah.
We've not seen so much of upsets. Maybe the draw between Comoros and Zambia was a major upset.
Exactly.
No one expected Comoros to
get a draw.
And all of that. But apart from that upset factor, but in terms of the quality of the finishes, in terms of officiating had also been good. I mean, it's a big shame to Nigeria referee.
No Nigerian official.
Not even we have countries like Sao Tome
and Principe getting officials in.
Like Comoros.
Even Ghana got a couple of officials.
Less than 1 million people in the entire Comoros. They're not even up to Kosovo. They have representative in officiating at the AFCON. We have the African female referee of the year.
As well.
She's officiating games. Yeah. And you ask yourself, what exactly are Nigerian referees doing? Maybe we should
even the owner of Remo Stars, Honorable Côiᴑᴜ, I think a couple of days ago was talking about the inefficiencies of Nigerian referees. I think it was also
the Ikorodu City are now responding, and the man Honorable Côiᴑᴜ just made a decent what's it called now, observation, which everyone knows. You cannot under 20 AFCON will not present anybody. Under 23 women AFCON will not present anybody. that is just where the Nigerian football referees are at the moment, because you look at the officiating of games at the Nigerian Premier Football League and you're asking questions that how did we get here? But let's go back to Morocco. In terms of the turnouts, the games have been selective. I think all of the games that involve the Northern African countries
have had
a huge turnout because of the proximity of the countries. Like the Nigerian Tunisia game was sold out.
Even before, I think 2 days before the game.
Exactly. So games that involve Morocco, the host nation, we expect, are games that involve Tunisia,
Egypt,
that involves Algeria, that involve Egypt. The turnouts are quite more compared to games like Zambia and Comoros
or Mali,
or Mali and Cameroon,
or Cameroon and Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and all of that.
But now that the games are getting fewer, you know, you have the group stage games can be a bit here and there, but once it becomes a knockout, it becomes magical. You need the substitution, the moment of magic, the moment of brilliance, individual knockout stage more. So the buzz and the excitement is always more at the knockout stage. So I have a feeling, and again, because no disrespect, some of the teams that don't exactly pull the big numbers already out. So the ones and Ivory Coast,
exactly. Or maybe Super Eagles Morocco,
Cameroon. I don't even want us to meet Morocco. I want us to meet Morocco at the final to pain them the most.
Exactly.
Us to beat them at the point that pain them most. I've seen beautiful game of football in this AFCON, but I can tell you for a fact that Super Eagles of Nigeria are a team used to getting
results when they
apart from even results. That's one attributable. I think sometimes we grow into tournament. So once we get into the quarterfinal stage, the round of 16, the knockout stage, and then we escape the first hurdle, there's always this issue like, okay, how do we go about it? We escape the second hurdle. We get to the semi-final.
Let's go again.
Semi-final, you know. So we've lost a couple of finals, but I have a feeling that this Super Eagles team are the best team in this AFCON. I've seen Morocco, the host nation, the best team on the continent of Africa. Morocco had drawn game in this tournament. Morocco, in their 3 games, they were not explosive. In the opening game against Comoros, it was just a decent showing. You would expect that they should be able to take Comoros to the cleaners. Being the opening game, being the host nation, the entire stadium was supporting them. But they just had a decent game and they won 2-0. You know, in their second game also, I think they won 3-1 if I'm not mistaken. Their last game, they played a draw again. You know, so they've not blown anyone out of this tournament. Apart from the fact that we've not kept a clean sheet. Talking about the Super Eagles, we considered a goal against the Taifa Stars of Tanzania. By the way, Tanzania qualified from our group with how many points?
Just 1 point. No, 2 points. 2 points. They got 2 draws. They got 2 draws.
Crazy,
2 points,
right?
exactly. 2
they
points.
Qualified with just 2 points. I said it that we're going to have a third best
in our
from
team.
this group.
I told you. I told you that Tanzania were going to qualify.
They did with just 2 points. Wow. So I think I'm just excited that we've gotten to the money spinning stage. At the knockout stage, I was talking of Champions League. At the knockout stage of the African Cup of Nations, and this is where it gets exciting.
Okay.
Once you snooze, you lose your hope.
You're out. Let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria right now. Don't forget as well that the AFCON back in 2021, when the Super Eagles of Nigeria also achieved the same feat of getting 9 points from 3 games.
That's not going to happen.
I'm going sorry. Right now, in the last 2 games for the Super Eagles of Nigeria against the Mambas of Mozambique, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have won the last 2 games. The last time both sides met, I was back in 2023, where the Super Eagles of Nigeria won 3-0 to Tᴏᴜᴛ. Where do you see that game panning out, and do you think the Super Eagles of Nigeria has all it takes to go all the way down and then win the final when it comes to the 18th of January?
No, I already said it before the tournament started. We're going to win AFCON, and I'm so.
But the journey is going to be tough.
About it. It's always going to be tough, but you also know that you have only 7 games to play. You've won 3 already. You have only 4 to win. Win the round of 16.
Win the quarterfinal, semi-final, and the final. And you're champions of Africa.
If you've been flawless in 3, you should be able to put your heads together and understand that it's a new year.
But there's a conversation of, as the tournament grows or progresses, the competition increases.
And that's why you have squad depth. That's why you have quality. We had almost a second stream of players against Uganda. And we still trashed them 3-1. We went 3-0 up as quick as you can imagine.
Yeah.
So it's a reality that I'm very sure could happen. So there are a lot of things that could play in favor of the Super Eagles. You always downplay Chelsea's success at the FIFA Club Cup because of the run of teams that they met. When Porto won the UEFA Champions League under Jose Mourinho, go and look at the teams they play. Then go and look at the teams that Monaco played getting to the final. They lost to Porto by 3-0. You can be very lucky and just go on the lucky side of the draw
and get to the final.
Just be meeting Mozambique. You just be meeting
maybe
Guinea.
Benin.
You just be meeting Benin. Before you know what's happening,
Yeah,
you just
final.
get to the final. And then the final could go anywhere.
Anywhere.
In fact, sometimes it's always a bigger pressure for the host nation to play the final because you want to make sure that you win.
Yeah.
So if you now go behind, that was what I see when the Super Falcons played against
Morocco in the final,
and then Morocco went two
goals up.
The moment the Super Falcons got one,
yes,
the fans started turning up against the Lionesses of Morocco. And then the Super Falcons got into it, got the second one, got the job done, and that was the end of it.
The pressure told
so as the host nation, if you get to the final, the pressure is big. So I think the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So maybe when it comes to knockout competitions like this, it's difficult for you to tell people to manage their expectations because the games are limited.
Yeah.
It's not like a league where a league is a marathon.
Exactly.
And all of that.
It's just a
this
tournament.
one is a sprint.
Yeah.
You just got 7 games.
Just win all 7.
27 or 28 days.
Just
win all 7.
and
You don't even have to win all 7.
Yeah.
You can lose.
You can lose 2. Exactly.
In fact, you can win only 4. One Portugal's game that qualified them for the round of 16, and they went on to win the Euros. Do you understand?
2016,
Spain lost the 2010 World Cup final to Switzerland.
Yeah,
they went on to win it. Argentina lost the 2022 World Cup
final.
The opening game against Saudi Arabia,
they
went on to win the final. So you can win only 3 games. You can win only 4 games and still win a World Cup and still win a major tournament.
Yeah.
So if you have that mojo going for you, you won your first 3 games. 2 goals against Tifas, 6 against Tunisia and against Uganda. So I don't expect you to struggle against Mozambique. And I'm saying this, and I'll continue to say it. Look at the teams that qualified. You can still know that whether you like it or not, that still minnows in football.
Definitely.
You would expect South Africa to go to the next round. They went there.
Exactly.
You expect Egypt, Algeria, Tunisia, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Senegal, Mali. These were the countries that you know they will progress to the next stage. And all of them progress to the next stage. All those, the Comoros Island, then Zambia, all of them, they got knocked out.
They all got knocked out.
I think Nigeria has one of the luckiest round of 16 fixture. Again, no disrespect to the Mambas of Mozambique, but if you put it side by side, I'm not sure that Mozambique has the football pedigree of Benin Republic, not to talk of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And I'm going to be very, very arrogant with my prediction for that one. It's going to be a whitewash for Mambas of Mozambique against Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Wow.
We're going to beat them well.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, don't forget you can join the conversations around 36,410 around 36,410. Yes, the full round of lineup for the round of 16. As says Mali facing Tunisia. Morocco will also be taking on Tanzania. Algeria will be meeting DR Congo. Egypt will play against Benin Republic. Senegal will clash with Sudan.
The Egypt-Benin Republic game is very, very tricky.
Very, very tricky. Yeah.
The Egyptians are not exactly raced out of the blocks in this AFCON.
They've only gotten
they've had only 2 wins. 2 wins and a draw.
2 wins and a draw. Exactly.
Yeah.
2 wins and a draw. And we also have South Africa facing Cameroon. That is also going to be a big game of Kwemi.
South Africa Cameroon is the biggest game of the round of 16.
Round of 16.
Fact. It's the biggest game.
Because Hugo Bruce, the manager for South Africa, will be taking on Cameroon. The side he also led to glory. I think that was back in 2017 thereabouts. Burkina Faso would also be playing against Ivory Coast. And just like you already know, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be squaring off against Mozambique. But let's quickly go on a break right now. I won't come back and talk about some Premier League football. 2 games started already. Crystal Palace up against Fulham, as well as Liverpool welcoming Leeds United right there at Anfield. We'll be right back as soon as possible.
Sport Cruise, 6 p.m. weekdays on 98.3 Mainland FM. The cruise never stops.
All right, guys, welcome back to the English. I said English Premier League. Welcome back to Sports Cruise Live from the 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Yes, 4 Premier League games, to be concluded today or to be decided to. As a matter of fact, 2 already started a couple of minutes ago. That's Crystal Palace up against Fulham, and then Liverpool also against Leeds United. But let me also quickly take you guys through the line up for both sides. For Crystal Palace, they are playing a 3-4-2-1. Dean Anderson starts in goal. I also have Jefferson Lerma as well. Maxence Lacroix and Maguire as a centre back pairing right there. And then in midfield we have Nathaniel Klein, we have Adam Wharton, Will Hughes, as well as Tarek Mitchell. And up front we have Justin Devaney, Yeremy Pino, and then Jean-Philippe Mateta. For Fulham, in the absence of the three Nigerian stars, talking about Alex Iwobi, Samuel Chukwueze, and then Calvin Bassey. Of course, starting in goal is Ben Leno. Left back we have Anthony Robinson, George Coenza. We also have Joachim Anderson. At right back we have Ken Tete. In midfield for Liverpool, starting the goal exactly for Liverpool is of course Alisson Becker. At right back there's Conor Bradley. The centre back partnership of Ibrahim Konate and Virgil van Dijk also continue this one, and the Robertson as well as also coming to the side to replace Milos Kerkez. And of course in midfield there is a double pivot of Ryan Gravenberch. We also have Curtis Jones, and then Jeremy Frimpong, the player who was signed as a right back, is today playing as a winger. We also have Dominic Szoboszlai in the number 10 position, and Fʀᴏᴜ, of course, also in attack, and up front is Ugo Ekitike. And for Leeds United, they have Lucas Perry in goal, Pascal Schrick, of course, Jaka Bijol, and then Sebastian Bonhoff, of course, are the centre back pairing, and Dawson, and up front it's Brendan Aronson and Lucas Imecha right there as the front two for Leeds United. But let's also leave that very quickly and talk about Chelsea right now. 4 goals in front of goals, also struggles as well in the English Premier League as it stands. Chelsea are 5th in the English Premier League table. They are 15 points behind league leaders. Talking about Arsenal, they also won the UEFA Europa Conference League. That was last season. They won the Club World Cup as well at the end of last season. But let's also talk about the implication of for Chelsea right now deciding to let go of a manager right in January at this point in time. What does this mean for the future? And this was meant to be a long-term project. Why did Chelsea fail to continue or stick with Enzo Maresca as the manager?
I hate to say this, but I told you, it was not even about my yesterday prediction. I told you, I knew this marriage was not going to last.
Okay.
So, Chelsea fans, please forgive me for what I'm about to say. It may sound like it's blasphemy or it's heresy, but I'm just going to say the simple truth, and we'll have numbers to back it up. So when the Enzo Maresca season started, there was a lot of buzz around him, especially with the fact that it's a building process. And the rebuilding process thing didn't start with Enzo Maresca. Remember when they brought in, what's his name, Grant Potter, the
as
former Brighton manager. The idea was build for a long time. In fact, when they brought in Frank Lampard, apart from the fact that Chelsea had a transfer ban the season after then, the purpose was very clear: buy for longer build up. That's why they gave them 4 years deal, 8 years. They were giving those guys 8 years contract, 7 years contract. They were just knocking them contract left and center. And one would expect that for a team that has tasted success so much, yes, you want to build, but in between that building, your fans have tasted blood, right? They've tasted success. They've seen trophy. Except you're an Arsenal fan that is comfortable not winning the Premier League for almost 23 seasons, and you say trust the process. Arsenal have never won the Champions League before. In fact, the closest they've ever been was 2006 final. They lost to Barcelona 2-1 in France. But you look at Manchester United, for instance, they've won so much. You look at Manchester City, for instance, 2025 was the first time Man City ended a season without a trophy since 2017. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. They were always winning at least one trophy. Last year was the only year they did not win behind Arsenal. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But you look at those stages. Look at even Liverpool. Even in the whole process of the buzz and everything, and Slot came in, slotted in effortlessly, and then he won the Premier League in his first season with 10 points adrift of Arsenal in second place. They've struggled at the start of this season, but they've also seemed to have stabilized. They are back in the top 4 right now. They've won their last 4 games, talking about Liverpool. Do you understand? So you look at Manchester United, they're not playing any distraction. No Conference League, no Europa League, no Champions League, and all of that. But there's a lot of inconsistency around the Bernabeu. But the owner of Man U, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, have come out to say that we're going to give you 3 years. We've given you that vote of confidence. Build whatever you want to build, win whatever you want, and still lose the Europa League final to Tottenham Hotspur. But now let's come to Chelsea. Enzo Maresca came in. Maybe he's actually an architect of his own downfall. I will bring you to recent memories. Yeah. But let's go back to the season, last season.
Yeah.
You have players that are playing for their national teams.
National teams captains.
You have captains of national
vice captains
teams
as well.
You have integral part of your national teams playing in your team. You have spent a top club that have won the Premier League, a club that has won the first one, won the sack Andres Villas-Boas,
and then
they brought in Roberto Di Matteo as an acting manager. He won the Champions League.
Exactly.
They won the second one when they sacked Lampard, and then they brought in Thomas Tuchel, and then they won the Champions League for them.
Yeah.
The same team Lampard said was not ready to compete. The same team won the Champions League. Do you understand? So Chelsea had been successful with an unusual pattern of hire and fire.
Yeah.
There's no other club in the history of the Premier League
that's higher than managers than Chelsea.
Carlo Ancelotti came in, won the league, they sacked him.
Was sacked, exactly.
You will win the league, they will look for one reason.
Even Antonio Conte.
You will come and they will still sack you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Antonio Conte won the league by conceding the fewest number of goals in the history of the Premier League.
Yeah.
He used Victor Moses as a wing back in a 3-5-2 formation. They won the Premier League. They sacked him the following season.
Exactly.
So you certainly know that Chelsea is a very, very fragile club. Whether the old owners or the new owners, Chelsea comes with this whole idea of massaging the ego. Even their fans, unusually aggressive, unnecessarily sometimes. You know, but the fans have tasted success. A manager with little or no top flight experience, apart from being the assistant manager
to Pep Guardiola,
came in.
Was manager at Leicester City.
And then, come on, Leicester. Even the Leicester City.
But he helped Leicester get promoted in the Premier League now.
Even the Leicester City.
Yeah.
The start of the season, they were flying.
Yes.
12 games without a loss.
And then
when they got to the other time of the year, they almost dropped out for the automatic qualification spot until they won 6 of them. They went straight up into the Europa League, into the UEFA Conference League.
Yeah.
You know, almost like bringing in Chelsea to come and play Principal Cup. They were beating teams left, right, and center. They won the Europa League. In fact, they had the luxury of not even registering some of their key players for the Europa League until January.
The likes of Cole Palmer
was he registered?
Yeah.
You know. So when the Europa League happened, then what you said the team was
ready to compete,
demoralized the players.
Yeah, I agree with
then
you.
Chelsea had to win their last game of the season, and the result in the other center went in their favor before they qualified for the Champions League, my brother. So they went to the Club World Cup. Just like I had to give you credit for this one.
Yeah.
The draws favored them, and that's a fact. They won the CWC, right? But even before then, they went into the market. They bought a couple of players. They wanted to buy 𝐴ᴜ from Borussia Dortmund, but the team did not click in that short 1 week window for teams going to the CWC. But they brought in the regular transfer window. They brought in Pedro. He didn't even report to England. He went straight to the Club World Cup in the US, and then he got goals for them in the semi-final and the final. And then they won it. They became the World Club champ. But when they came back to England, you would always know that there's that little crack of the fact that Enzo Maresca was not in charge of that team. Because you have a lot of young boys that are competing for space.
In that team?
In the team. Competing to the point that some of them feel like, this person playing is not better than me.
So something also happened as people for whoever is fit to play. They recommend to you that okay, these are the people that are fit to play, and
you don't choose from them,
and you should be able to play these people. Let's take a look at the numbers for Enzo Maresca under Todd Bowley. Four permanent managers rather have been Chelsea's manager. Four managers have been in charge of Chelsea ever since Todd Bowley took over. And the likes of Thomas Tuchel, Graham Potter, Mauricio Pochettino, as well as Enzo Maresca. And Enzo Maresca has the highest win rate of 61.1% in 90 games. Mauricio Pochettino has 53% winning rate in 51 games. Graham Potter has 38.7% winning percent in 31 games, and Thomas Tuchel has 42.8% winning rate in 7 games. Okay, was this as a matter of the bad performances from Chelsea, or you think there are a lot of things going on behind the scene?
There are a lot of things going on behind the scene. When Enzo Maresca came out with that statement, he was almost talking himself into being sacked. Same thing Antonio Conte did at Tottenham Hotspur. So I think
same thing. This guy, Angel Postecoglou also did at Nottingham Forest.
The same Nottingham Forest too. So I have a feeling that these guys. So about a month ago, there was a rumor that the 2 years deal that Man City gave Pep was for them to decide who was coming to take over. Whether Enzo Maresca or Vincent Kompany at Bayern.
At Bayern Munich, exactly.
Do you understand?
Exactly.
So last week, that rumor came up again that Enzo Maresca is the anointed to replace
Pep Guardiola
at Manchester City because of his gameplay.
And then he also worked at Manchester City as well.
He will not survive this season with Chelsea. As at that time, you look at the run of games they had. You don't expect Chelsea.
Yeah,
so look at the games they played. Chelsea lost to Leeds United. Right? They lost to Leeds United 3-1. They played a goalless draw with Bournemouth. And they lost to Atalanta in the Champions League 2-1. They defeated Everton by 2-0. They won away in the EFL Cup to Cardiff by 3-1. They played a 2-2 draw with Newcastle, lost to Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge, and drilled to Bournemouth again at Stamford Bridge the day before yesterday.
Yeah,
that was obviously the game that broke it, because immediately after that game, the fans booed the entire team.
Exactly.
That was the point I knew was done. So I've been consistent.
Even as Maresca didn't even what's it called? He didn't do his
it was Willy Caballero
post-match conference, because according to the statement, he said Enzo Maresca was ill and couldn't fulfill his post-match obligation.
There's nothing like
that.
But
okay, I mean, right now Chelsea are now expected to name a new head coach in next coming of days. I mean, due to the maybe lack of top quality managers right now.
Enzo Maresca knew the hierarchy was not with him. So because sometimes when the management comes out to say we are giving you vote of confidence, that means there's a no
vote of
lack of confidence somewhere.
Yeah.
They're just trying to tell you that relax, because it puts you under pressure.
Exactly.
Chelsea is a big club. It's a top club. Now that they are here, I won't be surprised if they snatch a top manager. You know, we said this thing yesterday. That Abi Manchester United should sack
Ruben
Amorim and go and snatch or go and buy out ঊনাইয়ে's contract at Aston Villa. And then someone said, God forbid.
Exactly.
That could be what will play out here. That could be, except they bring in a manager on a short fix. Maybe Zinedine Zidane, for instance, across different competitions, the games in this January alone. See, I feel like Chelsea should have just waited for Enzo. There's no way Chelsea will finish out of the top four.
Exactly.
They will make top four.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. The boys will rally around and push the team into that last
end of the season.
They will definitely. I feel they should have just waited the end of the season. Really, I feel they should have waited the end.
Well, let's try much as possible to pick some calls around 36,410. Apologies that we couldn't take some calls as well on the show. We had a lot of things to talk about. But yes, welcome to the show.
I greet you. I don't know, maybe I should add this name to your name. You know now that Agbatomi is not doing you. He said I should add it. So no problem. It seems like you said it today that they are going to win. And I see the picture concerning the Super Eagles thing. Okay. One thing is this: if Nigeria plays all those people that put them in the group, are they still going back to Morocco in final, or are they still going to meet again?
I don't understand the question.
Like, that's the way they group them.
Yeah.
Like Nigeria playing the other team,
Mozambique.
You know, like 4. Yes, they group them like 4 other sides.
It depends on the side of the draw that Nigeria will be part of, but definitely get to confirm that for you, maybe by tomorrow because of time. But let's also get try much as possible to pick more calls around 36,410. Yes, good evening.
It's good exactly.
For someone that won the Club World Cup.
Family man, he has
bills to pay. He has children.
I want to ask a question, please. Is it? Do you have any update of Gabriel Magalhaes and Declan Rice?
No, Gabriel is okay.
Even
Declan is okay as well.
Both of them are okay. Gabriel scored against Aston Villa.
That match against Aston Villa, like he was being substituted and he walked straight down to the tunnel.
No, it's okay.
Just precautionary measure.
He came out after
just precautionary. Thank you so much, guys. But I don't think we can pick any more calls right now. Okay, we have a message here. This one says, "Good evening to you guys. Happy New Year to you." And I'm very, very happy that Enzo Maresca was sacked by Chelsea. Thank you so much. For someone that won the
world champion.
The world champion,
for also the next 4 years.
That's quite sad. Can we pick this call? I don't think you can pick this call. We are very, very sorry, but I think definitely tomorrow we get to pick more calls. On the show at the second edition for the year. Thank you so much, guys. Up next is We Back Waves with 𝐴. Please stick around and don't forget to have a wonderful.
Thursdays on Way Back.